Hubble's maybe add to the category of dwarf planet. New Horizons is still flying. It's on its way to another object, an asteroid in the Kuiper Belt, scheduled to arrive there on the 1st of January. Right now, it's moving 8.8 miles or 14.1 kilometers per second, and it's about 4 billion miles or 6.4 billion kilometers from Earth. So for the first time in history, humanity has visited all our planets, including Pluto, depending on what you want to call that. So what comes next? Well, the rest of the universe, of course. Right now, NASA is testing a successor to the Hubble Space Telescope. It's called the James Webb Space Telescope. James Webb was NASA's second administrator, appointed by President Kennedy in 1961. The Webb telescope will build on the research done by Hubble, looking for the faintest light from the beginning of the universe. We believe the universe began about 13.7 billion years ago, and when Hubble, with its 1980s technology, tries to look as far as it can out into the universe, for the faintest light receding from Earth, the light rays tend to stretch out and go from the visible into the infrared part of the spectrum. So the Webb telescope is designed specifically to look for infrared light. Right now, it's undergoing testing, getting it ready to launch in 2021, on top of a European Ariel 5 rocket of their spaceport on the equator of French Guiana. It will go to a location about 950,000 miles, or 1.5 million kilometers from Earth, far enough away so that its sun shield can keep it in permanent cold and darkness as it tries to see the faintest infrared light. And the hope is, by the beginning of the next decade, we'll have pictures of the first galaxies and stars that formed after the beginning of the universe. So in closing, it's a very busy year for NASA planetary science. In April, we launched from here NASA's new telescope called TESS, short for Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite. Exoplanets are planets orbiting other stars. The team is using TESS to find evidence of exoplanets that can be studied with the Webb telescope. On Monday, we landed NASA's latest probe to Mars called InSight. It's at Elysium Planitia and will look for any evidence of seismic activity. In July, we launched from here NASA's Parker Solar Probe. It's already dipped into the outer atmosphere of the sun for the first time to sample that. 2 years ago, we launched from here a mission called OSIRIS-REx. Coming up next Monday, December the 3rd, it will arrive at the asteroid Bennu. The team will use that to capture samples off the surface and send them back to Earth. New Horizons will fly past its asteroid on the 1st of January, and we continue to test the Webb telescope, getting it ready to launch in 2021. So that concludes my presentation. I'll be here for a couple of minutes if you have any questions. Once again, a reminder, if you're looking for the next IMAX movie, that's Journey to Space at 4:30. That line is in the middle of the building by the popcorn stand. So if you're looking for the 4:30 IMAX film, you would exit and turn right to the IMAX sign in the middle of the building to go into the theater for the 4:30 IMAX film. I'll be here for a couple of minutes if you have any questions. Otherwise, thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the day at Kennedy Space Center.